loves. I am Divine Celion. I am here with a money read in particular. I was called to do a money read today, and I wanted to give you a money read. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so please take this only as it resonates. But if it resonates with you, please seek out a professional that can help you in these matters, that will help you move forward. And with that, let's get started. So I have what's called a success cards to grow your business. And I always use these cards now when I do these readings. Because to me, it's so important to do these. And I'll be pulling 3 cards today. So I have the money and success cards, money coming from where, and then the tarot itself. Okay, so let's get started. So for the money success cards, one of them was copyright. And it's like, what have you produced that's copyrightable? So you make sure that whatever belongs to you, you put a copyright on it. You make sure that no one else can take what's yours, because it's yours. Okay. And even when you put it on YouTube or social media, you put the symbol after it if you haven't copywritten your stuff yet. But don't allow people to steal your creations. They're yours. All right. Next one was inspiration. What is your inspiration at this time? The quote is, unleash the potential that is in another, and you unleash the potential that is in you. And that's from Matshona. I hope I don't butcher this last name right. The Wayo is an entrepreneur and an author. So inspiration sets the wheels in motion and creates a vision for yourself. So maybe you want to create a vision board. You want to read inspirational stories, listen to inspirational YouTubes, okay? Exercise, shake up your routine, do something different. So this is being actually you, what inspires and motivates you to create? What is inspiring you to create what you're creating now? Okay? This is so important. Because you're being called to create something. But the next one is enjoying your work. You need to enjoy what you do. Aristotle said, take pleasure in the jobs puts perfection in the work. So loving what you do will help you be successful in what it is that you're doing. And this is actually going to come up in your tarot because the 7 of Cups have also come up again, and the 2 of Swords, and knowing what to choose for yourself. So if you're doing something that doesn't make you happy, it's not worth doing. Now, I'm not saying go out and change your job and quit. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, though, is that if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you need to think about, are you in the right position of what you're doing? Okay. Accounting. Some of you that get money, you do not set up a safety net for yourself to continue your business or continue to grow. You go and spend it. So in other words, some of us, as soon as we get money in our hands, it leaves our hands, and we're thinking there's other people that's attacking us when we're not the ones taking accountability for our money. So the word accounting comes from accountability. If you're going to be rich, you need to be accountable for your money. From Robert Kiyosaki, businessman and author. I love him and I love his books. So for each sale or expense, track the date, recipient, reason, and categories. Track your money. Track your money. Don't just say, oh, the universe doesn't want me to have, and doesn't want me to have wealth, and doesn't want me to have this. How are you spending? Okay. How are you spending versus what you're taking in? That's important. Now, all this is coming up in your readings, okay? But this is kind of a key to help you be more successful in what you're trying to do financially. Risk mitigation. Let our advanced worrying become advanced thinking and planning. Winston Churchill. So while managing tasks, address and prioritize them as a function of threat level and likeness, measured against the difficulty to mitigate them. A big risk would be over-reliance on a single customer or supplier. That also goes for a single way of marketing if it's not working, or a single way of expressing it out in social media. These things, you got to be very careful. If something's not working and you took a risk, you paid a coach and it's not working, okay, well, you have a conversation with them, walk away and try to figure out what is working. Do a risk assessment to see what is working and what is not working. See, when it comes to finances, you got to do. You can't just sit up and manifest and expect this just to fall in your lap and it's going to be all okay and that's it. No, you actually have to plan. You actually have to work at it. You have to build it. You understand what I'm saying? So don't take on something and you haven't calculated the risks. No one's saying or telling you to move extremely fast, but you still do have to move. Okay. And then the last one is acquisition. How do you make money? Spin-offs, split-ups, liquidations, mergers, acquisitions. And that's from Mario Gabelli, analyst and investor. Fortunes are most easily made by selling your business to a bigger business. Having perceived scarcity/competition will get companies to take your offer to sell more seriously and also recruit in a higher price via a bidding war. So if you're thinking about, this is not working for me, but I built this, and you want to sell your company off, do that. For those that are losing their farms in Nebraska and stuff like that, and you're going bankrupt, that might be something that you want to do. I know we don't want to sell to foreign interests, and I know we want to keep our legacies because we've had it for many years, but you may have to sell to someone else outside your shares or your business just to make it. Okay. And if you're asked to do that, there may be a reason you're being asked to do that. You never know, but it's a life lesson. Okay. So moving to the tarot, we got the 10 of Wands upside down. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Sun. What this means is that, you're not going to have the opposition and the burden you were having with your finances. You're actually going to find like-minded people that's going to grow you to the Ace of Pentacles. That's going to grow your finance. This is why you were being attacked in the first place. They knew this. They know you're a genius. They're just jealous, right? And this is going to be exposed. This is going to be very clear to you. It's going to be shown. The Sun is going to be shown to you. Very clear. This is the energy of the overall read itself. And with the chirping of the birds, beautiful. It's a good sign on this day to be hearing that, actually, on the spring equinox. That means what you're going to grow is going to grow. Okay. Now, next row, you have the Moon. You have the King of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Wands. And you have the 6 of Pentacles. So there is a hidden investor or someone you don't see and you're not aware of. As you're looking to the Sun, and meaning you're looking to this group and you're making your money and you're not having any burdens, as you're celebrating this move forward, let's say like that, as you're celebrating this move forward, just like on the Moon card, you don't see the Scorpion coming out of the water because the 2 dogs are looking at the Moon with the Sun behind it. And I don't know if people have paid attention to that. There's the Moon or what's hidden that's eclipsing the Sun, but it doesn't eclipse it fully. So for me, that means, yes, there are things hidden, but there's still some things exposed. Okay. So your Ace of Pentacles in your group, that's what's exposed. What's hidden is this King of Pentacles. And this King of Pentacles, what's also showing up after that is the Knight of Wands. A transition, hothead, impulsive, project starter, thrill seeker. Now he may give to you, and this is what's interesting to me. They may give to you, but they're going to try to run everything. Okay. So be wary of this King of Pentacles. There's a price for aligning with this King of Pentacles. Okay. This King of Pentacles is going to want to rule your creation. And they think because they're investing in you and they're giving to you, they can tell you what to do about it with this Knight of Wands. Or they may start your project and help you start your project to get you to the 10 of Pentacles. but you're going to have to be mindful. Like, in other words, you're going to have to measure for yourself. And that's what this inquisition is talking about. The enjoying the work is talking about, and the risk mitigation is talking about. You're going to have to measure how much you are willing to give up to this King of Pentacles. What are you willing to sacrifice? In other words, are you looking for a investor that's a silent partner? Or are you looking for someone to be involved? And then if they are involved, just because they're giving an investment to you, how much are you willing to let them be involved? Okay. And this next row is going to answer that question. So the next row is a 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands upside down. Now, this King of Pentacles is going to get you to the 10 of Pentacles. What is the cost? It's that 10 of Pentacles is going to give you choices, but you're not going to know what to choose. Okay? You're not going to know what to choose. You're going to have to weigh your options. I'm sorry, 2 of Swords. Yeah, I said 2 of Swords, I think. So you may have conflicting ideas with this man or with this person. Take it how it resonates. I'm going to take a look at the next row after this, but you're going to have to be careful. Anyone, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, anyone walking into your business that's going to help you should be transparent. They should not be hiding anything, but you may not know. You understand? Don't take money blindly, because it may be what you have to pay back. And again, they're going to get you to the 10 of Pentacles, but the question is, what is your cost to get there? And then with the 7 of Wands, courage, defense, holding firm, and valor, that's upside down. So you may find that you can't defend yourself against this King of Pentacles because you may not have enough to defend yourself against. And then that's where that acquisition card comes in. They may end up buying the business from you. That's why you got to copyright your stuff. But then see, your work may not end up being enjoyable because of this investor or because of this person. So you're going to have to really weigh your options, and if you even want them involved. If you don't have them involved, yes, it may take you longer to achieve what you want for your business. There's no mistake. You will have riches or money with this person, but this person may take over your business. And that's what you have to be mindful of. So the next set of cards is, just a second, is the 4 of Swords upside down, the 9 of Wands upside down, 4 of Cups right side up, and the Empress. So, and then the High Priestess came out. So the Empress and High Priestess are kind of together on this. So the way that I read this is, you will not be stagnated. You will not be purposely held back. You will not be purposely held back by higher power or anything like that. Okay. And you will not have to defend yourself. But you may feel bored in your creation because that King of Pentacles is not letting you move forward in the way you want to. So you may feel stagnated and bored in a different way. Okay. Think of it like this. If say you are a singer and you created something, and to executives it's business, but to you it's your creation, right? And they're always talking numbers and figures, and you just want to create. You just want to create the next concert, the next thing, your vision, and share that. But you may be held up because of your partnership in what you're creating. But you're the Empress and the High Priestess. Okay, you're in that energy. You're in that creative energy. So just know, you're not going to be held back. You're going to be moving forward with material items. But Again, the cost. So then, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking what's coming out. So, you have the Eight of Pentacles. This may have to cause you to learn the business the way that this King of Pentacles knows it. The Lover's upside down. I didn't see this as a romantic relationship, but this King of Pentacles may want more from you than just investing in your business. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Six of Swords having to leave. So what I'm looking at and how I'm reading it, okay, this is what I'm getting. For some of you, this man is not your ideal. He's not. He's not what you would date. He's not what you would be with in a relationship. But he sees more in you than just the relationship. No, he sees you as an investment. And so investing in you romantically would be in his best interest. That's how the King of Pentacles moves. He's not a romantic person. He sees it as a business transaction. And for what I'm seeing by the cards, you don't let this King of Pentacles know everything about money in the business. That was the accounting card it was talking about. You learn your business. You know it better than whoever's coming in. And you know the business side. That's what that's telling me. Learn the business side. So this King of Pentacles cannot outrank you. So if you do have to walk away and you're not lovers, you don't have the guilt of the Nine of Swords. Okay. You're not feeling guilty and sad, and you're not having to walk away. This looks like if you decide not to be with this person romantically, they leave you. They leave your business and they leave you. Let me clarify with another line. Ooh, okay. Okay. Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles upside down. Okay. So you have the Judgment card. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Hierophant. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles upside down. Yeah. So you may not want to make a partnership with this Knight of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles. And you will know what kind of person it is by they have the ideas, they move fast, they talk fast, they have the money on hand, but they feel like not a greasy car salesman, but their energy is going to feel dangerous. And that you're going to get in your intuition, they could take my business over and make this very hard for me. If you get that feeling, don't do it. Find another way to grow your business. Because it's tumultuous. And they're going to want to be with you romantically. So if you're single and that's okay and that's your ish, go for it. But know, if the business is going to continue to grow, this person is not going to relinquish because they're seeing money from you. And if you don't mind, being a bit more submissive and just having that money for this man and marrying this man, go for it. That's all you. That's all you, boo. But if you're the type of person where you control your enterprise, then learn the business behind your enterprise and find the funding yourself. You will have a group that will grow you. It's just this King of Pentacles is in your group. You will have a group. And if the group is really for you and you get the Ace, because he brings you to the Ten of Pentacles, but he doesn't bring you to the Ace of Pentacles. Your tribe brings you to the Ace of Pentacles. So you don't have to go with this King of Pentacles. It's just that it will be faster if you did to grow it. But if you want to just deal with the group and you make it known and you're doing your own research and you're moving as the solo investor until something better, you're able to get your own financial resources to do this without a person. From what it looks like by the cards, it's better to do that. But again, if you don't mind this person by all means, do you, boo. So the last line is judgment, wheel of fortune, tradition, returning back to tradition, and the Knight of Pentacles upside down. So, he's going to end up not being trustworthy. And this is going to end ugly. This will end ugly. Okay? You're going to be betrayed, excuse me. Because this person, this King of Pentacles, if they take you to court or there's any legal proceedings, and with this Knight of Pentacles, there is, then they're going to come off as the traditional person who did everything right. And it's going to betray you. Even though the judgment is going to be on the side of tradition. So you're going to need to move with consistency. You're going to need to move with your group. That's what it's looking like. But you're going to have to be careful because this person is a part of this group and this is going to mess up the group. So understand that it could be better. It could be better not to bring up evil that way. Yeah. Be just in everything that you're doing. Be just. Be straightforward, transparent, and just. And it will go in your favor. But there may be some shady dealings through those you're dealing with if it goes legal. That's what it looks like. All right. Here's the money. Here's my money advice for the universal community. Money advice for the universal community. Okay. That's too many. Do it again. Okay. Unlocking. What is unlocked can now be opened. That's you not having the stagnation. Your health. Your health is your wealth. So some of you are going to need to resolve issues with your health to make it easier for you. The rebel. The rebel is limiting beliefs or limiting your abundance. Change your mindset. You may not need this person. You may think you do, but change your mindset. You may be able to do it on your own. And if you learn everything you need to learn, you can do it on your own. Denial is upside down. But you're not denying what is. So that's good. You're not in an illusion. And that's good. Remember, you find your tribe. You find your tribe that leads you to the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? Sorry, hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Silence. Move in silence. Move in silence. Don't tell anybody what you're doing. Okay? And take off. Do it. Do it. Things are going to move faster than you think. And then you expect it. Be ready. You've been wanting this. Be ready. Windfall and precarious. A lot of ups and downs. But you're going to get your windfall. You're going to get your Ace of Cups. Okay? Let's get your last message of Angel Abundance. And we are done, my loves. Get your Angel Abundance message. Angel Abundance message. What's our blessing? What is our Angel Abundance message? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? They're moving forward. Successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Boom. There you go. There you go. Any others? There you go. What did I say? You'll find a way. The Ace of Pentacles is meant for you. You will find a way. It doesn't have to be this person. Nope. That was the only message they wanted you to have from that deck. You will find what you need. You do not have to go through this person. Again, this person will make it faster for you to achieve, but it's going to cost you at the same time. So be mindful, my loves. Okay, there is your money message. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe if you find this is helpful or will help somebody else. Best of fortune to you in building your business, building your wealth, and building your success. You can do this. You can do this. And you're going to do this. Just be smart and move in the way that you're doing. Keep your inspiration there. Copyright your work. Take a risk assessment on what you're going to need. Learn accounting and the skills that you need to move forward on this path, so that you can be successful and the world can see you shine. All right, my loves, I love you now. Namaste.